Well, there is reason for alarm. This should not happen. But the most important thing is that the first thing that the Navy and the Coast Guard are trying to do is get everybody out of the ship. So once that happens, then every other decision can be made. The important thing, of course, is to see if it can be towed. First, it can be sort of righted because the listing is there and something has to be done. So if that can be done, then that is fine. Otherwise, other options are being looked at. The Navy has sent a ship. The Coast Guard has sent a ship. The important thing is to ensure that all sailors and officers on the ship are safe.
Okay.
So once that happens, then very clearly other things can happen. First is ensuring that the people on board are okay. Once that happens, then it is a question of writing the list or also conversely, if necessary, towing and ensuring that the problem is really solved.
Right. Now, when we say distress signals, Srinjoy, if you could explain to us what could be the reason, what could have been the reason for alarm at that point that these distress signals had to be sent?
Well, the first thing is when a distress signal is sent, it's usually an SOS, and the ships closest to it have to go. Luckily, this was close by. The Bombay port, it's right wherever it is. It's close enough for the ships to go across, both the Navy and the Coast Guard. And the Navy, of course, immediately sent a ship, so did the Coast Guard.
Okay.
Now, a distress signal is sent when there is a problem with the ship. In this case, it was listing, which means it was leaning towards one side. Now, when it leans towards one side, there is either something wrong with the internal sort of mechanism of the ship, or there is some water that has come into the ship which is making it list. So these are the issues that will have to be dealt with. They have to be righted, and then serious action taken to ensure that no calamity happens.
Right. So that